Anyway, hopefully that didn't actually pop up on the stream. Welcome to another Demarcation Media live stream. If you've noticed, we're doing things a little bit differently today. I don't actually know how effective this particular camera setup is going to be, but we're going to try. Because I have a lot of parts here, and I've been working towards this for a while, and I wanted to build a Halo diorama. I have a whole bunch of, okay, there's too many to show on camera, but sandbags, many sandbags, and I've got some plates here. I own a few more, but these particular things were gifted by channel member Jacob Hoffman, along with this, pointedly to make a diorama. Because, like I said, I've been working towards this for a bit, and today I wanted to use some Yankee Marines, because I have a lot of Yankee Marines. And you might be wondering, how many Yankee Marines? And to that I say yes. I don't know if we can actually get all of them into the diorama, because I don't know how big we can make it. But, we're going to be using some Yankee Marines. We're going to be using a lot of Yankee Marines. There's those ones. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 of the Flame Marines. Let's see. I'll be checking the chat off and on. So, don't worry if I don't see your messages right away. Is it in this one? We've got Gelato, Zarnox, formerly known as Crimstol, Mason Henry, DXP, I don't even know how to say that. Roaming, Zexion, Flame Studios, BFN, Pool Noodle. When's the next Infinite stream? I don't know. I hadn't thought about it yet. Maybe soon. Is this the... Guys, I have so many different boxes of figures at this point. That's an ODST one. That's mostly ODSTs. This is Master Chiefs. This is specifically Alpha 9. This is mostly Marines. Yeah, I have a whole container spot dedicated to the Echo Blind Bag series ones. I love these Marines. I have 4 of them. But this is not the one that has my officers. I want the Yankee officers. Perfect timing. You've been on Halo Wars kick recently? Nice. Does Blocky send you sneak peeks? I don't know what you mean by sneak peeks. Yes, I do sometimes see product early. But I cannot speak of it if I do. Here we go. This container has my Flood, all my Flood, my like Halo 2 Marines, my SPIs, CE Marines, CE Spartans, NMPD, and then officers. I only have like 5 officers, but we need the Yankee officers in here. Now, the question is, what enemies am I going to use? Because I kind of want to... I'm kind of thinking I want only a couple elites on the battlefield. I want to make this very much a early Covenant War type of deal, you know, before it turned into Spartans versus elites all over the place. Oh, that's not close. So I think I want to use a lot of grunts and have a few elites. So we've got this. This container is a little weird because the top section is Lego Star Wars. And this is my scrap, my Mega Scrap parts. It's good to keep Mega Scrap. And then this is my grunts. So I'm going to set the grunts off to the side because we're going to be referencing them a lot. DXP, has my stance on Mega's disappearance changed? I don't know if it's really changed. I'm not really hoping for like a massive reappearance or whatever. Maybe a set or 2. But I'm of the mindset that like, I have to remember that the camera's not over here. I'm of the mindset that I would like to do stuff with my collection even if Mega's never coming back. So, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. Alright, so let me pull this out. We'll put all these guys off to the side. And I'm not sure yet exactly the story I'm telling with this. I have an idea. I'm kind of thinking maybe like civilian evacuation, which means I need the characters that I've got that are closest to civilians. Jackals. Oh, you're right. Flames is right. I definitely need jackals. Where is it? This. So this is technically more like medieval guys. And I can't use some of them because they are literally pirates. But we do have some in here, like this dude. I think this dude could pass as a civilian. This dude, he's pretty generic. This guy looks a little Old West-ish, but, you know, he can pass for a civilian as well. This guy, he's holding a bone, but he, I think, can also pass. We've got this fellow right here, and this fellow right here. The rest of these look, I think, a little too piratey. But, civilians. Building utopia? Yeah, definitely. Meaning army men for creating an army? Oh, yeah. That's not a bad idea. Alright, so we've got some civilians. I'm just kind of like restacking my boxes everywhere. And now, I'm also going to be using... So, getting Mega parts is kind of difficult and a little bit expensive these days. So I actually went on Amazon. This is like 100 or so bricks, and it was like 20 bucks. And they're pretty good quality. So we're going to be using a bunch of these because I kind of want to make the terrain a little bit more three-dimensional. And then I also have a whole bunch of Lumi Bricks parts that currently have a thing that I have not fully dismantled on it yet. Which I might actually use some parts from this. We'll see. But I'm trying to get to the bags of parts. Because we've got more tan parts if we need it. I have no idea how big this is going to be. I have no clue. Do I know when the next giveaway will be? Probably not for a bit. I kid you not, guys. It cost me like $300 to ship everything, so I'm still like financially recovering from that. It took me a little longer than I wanted to get it all shipped out. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of gray. And we got a bunch of this color. We got light gray. Plenty of light gray. And some dark red. We've got some dark tan. And let me see. This is definitely going to be in the way, so I want to get this out of the way. I might steal parts from it as we go. But I don't want it right now. Fire Burrito, welcome! First ever 6-hour... Probably won't be a 6-hour one, but I don't know. I don't actually know how long it's going to be. Alright, and then I have various bins of Mega. So we got this. Does this have anything interesting? This is very random. I don't know that this is going to be that helpful because it's super unsorted. Although there's a bunch of stands. That might be helpful. I don't know how helpful, but I'll grab them. Oh yeah, we got this like supply crate. That might be cool to use. What else we got in here? Oh, there's still more stands. I have so many stands. It's not even funny. Also, guys, if the music or the audio or anything sounds bad at any point, please feel free to let me know. Okay. Still hoping, coping for a massive revival. I would say massive revival is probably not going to happen. Some sort of revival, I don't know, who knows? We might get something. We got some brown. I kind of want to go for a more desert-like look here. But look at this. Big greenery piece. What else we got? Bunch of wrecked vehicle stuff. I don't think that one's going to be hugely helpful here. What will be more helpful is this one. This one's more organized. Everything sounds good. Good, good. Aha, yes. The platforms bag. And smaller platforms bag. What is this? That's the scrap. That's too medieval. This, though, this is those round bricks. That might be kind of nice. Oh, and then there's more brown. All right. So, my first thought was to begin assembling a little bit of a base here. Or not like a fort, but we will do that eventually. It doesn't look like 4 hours. It might be 4 hours. Who knows? Alright, so we've got these big plates here. And do I have the stuff to attach it together? Can I use the stands to attach it together? Oh my gosh. Those bins were so dusty. They've been sitting in my garage for a little bit waiting for me to get around to this. I was hoping to have things a little more organized, but it wasn't organized, but I said, you know what? Whatever. We're going to go for it anyways. Alright. So I want to have like a starting point here. I forget how awkward it is to use these. Well, that's not quite going to hold it. Do I have... Wait, I should. This is where the Lumi Bricks parts might come in. We're going to use some of these. Let's see. How well do Lumi Bricks and Mega pieces stick? Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's quite nice, actually. Oh, this one this one base plate is so dusty. I must have had it on display. Zexion, I am building a landscape so we can put some figures on it. Alright, we've got a little bit of a landscape here. And we've got another big one. I'm trying to think. I wonder if I could make like a little canyon almost. Let's get this out. Yeah, definitely. That definitely would complete it. So let's see. How does these stick together? Oh, that's also pretty good. I'm basically like committing any Lego fan's worst nightmare here by mixing all of the off-brand Legos. But if it works and gets us to where we need to be, that's what we're gonna do. This cliff is probably gonna look a little Minecraft-like. Minecraft-ish. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm semi-unprepared here. And who knows, if this goes well, maybe I'll do more in the future and do more. Because, I mean, we haven't had, like, diorama building streams in the Mega community for quite a while. Make that stick out a little bit, because we want the somewhat irregular cliff shape. I actually bought these bricks for a stop-motion Mega project that I still would like to do, but turned out a bit more ambitious than I was originally anticipating it would be. Make Lego fans angry. Have I seen the Lego Pokemon sets? The Lego Pokemon sets are absolutely freaking awful. They're so expensive. And they really don't actually look that great. Like, they look pretty meh. Like, I guess they're fine. The big one, okay, I'll admit, to be fair, the big one does look pretty cool. But it's also $600 freaking dollars, which is absurd. That's a big no in my book. All right, I'm kind of liking this three-dimensionalness. Now, I will need to have supports as we go. So let's see. What do I got here? What color? Oh wait, the brown. Yeah. Wait, where did I put that brown? Here we go. I'll start pulling from here. We'll use the brown on the inside, just because I'm not sure how well it's gonna blend. We'll use the brown on the inside. Lost Blockies Transformers pieces. How would I buy or recover them? I would either just go to AliExpress and just buy that particular character again, or I'd contact Blockies, because sometimes they can just give you extras. Also, I'll probably periodically go and grab that camera and bring it in close. So if you guys ever want to see stuff up closer, let me know. Your friend has a pet dog called Bumblebee. Nice. Alright. Is that enough support? Why is that one brick feel higher? Oh, it's not. What's funny is these are actually Mega's bricks, but they're not sticking as well. Which, to be fair, they are Mega's bricks from back when they were called, or they were owned by some other company entirely. Lego Glazer doing anything for a multi-million-dollar company? Yeah. Can I share any details on the stop motion? See, I don't want to share too much, because, like, if it doesn't end up happening, then that would be sad for everybody to know. Ew, what the heck? It's like, I might need to go get a spray bottle or something. That's actually kind of gross. You can tell how much I've used some of these parts. I have to jump through my hoops. We need this. I've gotten, or actually, I don't know. This might have been on here since I got this piece. It's like dust. Ugh, that's disgusting. What the heck? Stream Helldivers. Oh yes, I do need to do that again too. Because we're on our way to Cyberstan. And the bots have been absolutely vicious lately. The new tank is great. The C4 pack rocks. Stealth missions are awesome. Although the game felt super glitchy last night when I played. That's so gross. I have no idea what this even is. Disgusting! I got basically all of this used. So, who knows? This has probably been here for years. Alright, that's mostly gone. Look at that. That's disgusting. Batman Beyond. Lower part looks like he's wearing a diaper. It's because of how chunky and just bright that is. I think that they should have done a little different for that, but I'm going to be showing off some modifications for that in my review. I'm really liking this landscaping so far, not going to lie. This is coming along quite well. that's only attached on by 2 studs. Do that. Oops. Do that. I'm gonna leave this like overhang here because I think it makes it look a little bit more natural. Roger Dino, welcome! Last night, which squad was full. Yeah, I kept going and assisting SOS calls. That's what I usually like doing. If I don't have like a specific goal in mind, I'll just join SOS calls. Like that. Alright. Alright. That looks pretty nice. Having trouble connecting. Yeah, I was just getting, like, horrible lag and stuff. Like, I tried shooting one of the jet troopers, and he glitched past 4 shots, showed up in front of me, and then sliced me in half. Completely unfair. Also, I think I'm running out of the bigger brown pieces in here. Extreme Cyberpunk. You mean like, why does that look so much taller? You mean like one of the Lumibrix sets? Or are you talking about the game? Because I don't even own the game. Roger Dino, thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your weekend. Oops. What am I doing? Alright, so if we set this here, it's still kind of floating a little bit. What is going on? These pieces are not wanting to do what it's supposed to do. Maybe the studs are a little taller. Okay, that's probably good enough. So we've got that, and now I want to build another side to this so we can have almost like a trench going on. Ooh. Also, I keep looking over here because my brain is used to the camera being over here. So if I have an expression, I need to turn this way. But first, we need to expand this. So, that. I need more of this color. That's also covered in dust. Maybe I should have cleaned them beforehand. Oh, that works, but it's a little weird, but you know what? We'll do it. I'm fine with having patches of this color here. Like that. I think it makes the ground look kind of interesting. And then, oh yeah, and then we can attach that. And then I've got these pieces too. Lumibrix, I gotta say, if you want mock building parts for Halo Mega, Lumibrix is the way to go. Can this fit? Is that too steep of an angle? Oh, okay, that's how that works. Do I have a different color one? Because, yes, here we go. Game has nudity. Yeah, no, if it's got nudity, that's an instant no from me. Also, it's pretty gory. If I remember correctly. Right. What else we got? Is there another? There we go, another 2x4. Like that. The Aldi Coronation Starscream is the plastic quality is a bit weird. Like, weird how? Like, is it bad quality? Ooh, we can fit 2 more of these. Yes. There's a lot of bricks and stuff in here, too, so... I want some more... There's one. How often do I stream Infinite? There's really no... There's no rhyme or reason to it. I like... In my mind, I like to do it, you know, once a month at least. Does it actually happen consistently once a month? Probably not. But I would like it to be more of like a once a month kind of a deal. At least once a month. That's not saying it has to be only once a month. I'm just saying at least once a month. I just had a 2x2. What did I do with it? Did I toss it back? I said, no, that's not what I need. I tossed it back, and now I need it. Here it is. Because I want to secure this a little bit better. Where he left his controller. I don't use a controller, actually. I am not a controller player. I am mouse and keyboard all the way. I prefer mouse and keyboard. Feels kind of cheap. That's honestly the reason why I haven't bothered with those Transformers, is from all accounts, they're a little on the cheap side. Ooh, look at this. Yes, yes, we're getting somewhere, guys. It may look like chaos, but we're getting somewhere. Now, this is going to be the side. There we go. I'm actually quite pleased with how these off-brand bricks are sticking. Like, these are nice. Like, I honestly might go buy more after this, because you can buy all kinds of colors of just like blank 2x2 bricks or other stuff. Even on Helldivers, yes. Mouse and keyboard on Helldivers too. Always mouse and keyboard. I've never once hooked a controller to my computer to play it. Like, play any game, really. Whoa. Maybe I need to secure that a little bit more. What do we got? I've got this. There we go. That should help a little bit. 3-0 Transformers. Actually, you know that Nemesis Prime that I sent you the picture of? That is basically based on 3-0. You know, maybe I'll use this this diorama bit that I'm building here, and I'll do some testing for my stop motion on it. I'd love to get enough parts to do a fully mega built, or brick built, I should say, fully brick built set. But that's also part of the reason why I haven't done it yet, is setting up the locations and stuff. It's difficult. It's very difficult. And also, I kind of have to do it in my garage if I want to be able to leave it set up, and my garage is not really controlled at the moment. Am I gonna add, how do the stratagem codes work for PC? Arrow keys. You just tap the arrows that you use to walk around. I'm not going to add a Forerunner structure to this. What I think I'm trying to get at here is humans trying to defend a colony world that's being attacked. You know, like Halo Wars 1, kind of the beginning of Halo Wars 1, where they're trying to help the civilians and stuff evacuate. That's kind of what I'm thinking of, like a desperate attempt to save who they can from this colony. This kind of desert-like colony. Again, I'm really liking this layering here. You dislocate your shoulder when you're doing a bench press. I'm pretty sure that means you're not doing the bench press quite correctly, because that certainly is not supposed to happen. I Have you gotten it popped back in? Okay, so we've got this, and so that's the same depth so far. So now we're getting some trenches. I think we need to go up another level for each one. Now, let me grab another bag of the brown, because I need more of the 2x2. Arcadia. Is Arcadia deserty? I'm going to be honest, I don't know a ton about like the specifics of each planet in Halo. I kind of want to learn more. I guess that's what the books are for. I need to read more of the books. I really liked the books that I've read so far. I'm trying to save this because I think this could be used to make some more three-dimensional landscape. Oh yeah, the weird dino feeder in here. I guess I could use these ones too. How was it expanding my content past Mega? Honestly, I would say that... So it was pretty stressful at first, because I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But there's a lot of different stuff that I like. And then, of course, I found blockies, which I'm pretty sure that God just kind of handed me that, because I wasn't looking for blockies at all. Wait, what the heck? That can rotate on there? What? That's weird. I was actually frantically hunting on AliExpress for the canceled Halo figures. Like the Anubis and the Zvezda. And I just randomly stumbled across... Oh, wait. I've made this 3 high. I randomly stumbled across blockies and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And kind of didn't pay any more attention. And then it was like, oh, people are actually saying these are interesting. So let me just reach out. And here we are, what, like 3 years later? But I'm still trying to expand more. I would love to do more photography stuff. Like doing more toy photography stuff. I think that would be so cool. Doing more action figure reviews. I really love the Acid Rain line. I reached out to those guys. See if they would be interested in collaborating. Because I'd love to cover that more. Especially doing toy photography videos. Try Rip Transport 3. Contact Harvest is the best one. Oh, Contact Harvest definitely is good, but I don't know. Some of the other ones are also really good. Ghosts of Onyx is really good. For some reason, my brain is blanking on the other ones right now. I remember reading one of them and really liking. Oh, The Flood. I really liked The Flood. It made me appreciate Halo CE in a way that the game itself did not. I didn't really like playing Halo CE at all. It was not fun for me. So getting to experience the story in a way that was actually enjoyable was kind of a big deal. You in The Flood and currently reading Shadows of Reach. Oh, I need to get Shadows of Reach as well. I'm kind of behind. There's a whole bunch that I haven't read. I'm kind of reading through another book series right now that's super long, so I haven't gotten any more of the Halo books in a bit. Oh, wait, I've got tan there, too. I might be able to maybe smooth out some of this cliff. Heroic, much better play, easier normal. Yeah, probably. It probably was a bad idea to do what I did. I just don't like the movement. I feel like Chief is too sluggish. Like, he's supposed to be a super soldier. Let me run. But then that gets me into, like, you know, disagreeing with most of the Halo community, because I think that sprint is a good thing. And most of the Halo community doesn't think that sprint is a good thing. There's another one. You pop it back into place. Luckily, you don't get your shoulder amputated. Okay, well, popping your shoulder out, you're not likely to get it amputated. Not in this day and age. Medicine has advanced somewhat beyond amputations. Same people keep defending it for some reason. WJ Gamer, you have an urge to send Lego a nuke. Maybe don't do that. But yeah, I think the Halo community as a whole suffers much from nostalgia clouding. Where it's like, oh, this was fun when I was younger, therefore it must always stay the same because I need to feel the same way I did when I was younger. Which I don't think that's a good way to live. So look at that, we've got another higher section there. Cool, and it's still having a little bit of a hard time. Okay, so that's one layer down. Let's build this up a little bit. Walking said, here you go. Receive the gift before slipping on the snow. definitely how that went. No, I found Blockies in the summer, actually. I believe that was the summer. I didn't slip on those stairs until a couple years later. I almost did it again, actually, the other day. The snow started melting, and then it formed a little puddle, and I went outside and almost did the same exact fall down the stairs. Thank the Lord I did not, but it was close. Affected with Lego. Oh, Lego Nuke on here? I don't have enough Lego parts for that. Well, I guess I might. I mean, I gotta say, their parts are great for building. I just have issues with their pricing, mostly. The pricing and the things that they choose to make sets out of. They just revealed a Project Hail Mary set, which was like, okay, that's fine. You know, for people that like the book and whatnot. The astronaut minifigure is kind of cool. But it's like $100, and it doesn't have all that much in it. Like, it's not a actually big set. Live where it snows. Yeah, that's true. Although I will say, it's not often, or at least lately, in the past couple years, it hasn't been often that we've gotten a lot of snow. This year has been the most snow we've gotten in a while. Like, it was snowing just yesterday. Alright, look at that. Look at that. Alright, let me clear some space here. And let's see about putting these together. So we've got ourselves a little canyon. And what's it gonna take? Oh, wait. I can actually make the bottom of the canyon tan. How tall is it compared to a Mega figure? You know, maybe I want to make it higher. I might make it higher. Because this looks big until we start, like, adding Mega to it. See? Like, it's still decent size, but I might go a little bigger here. And maybe I need to expand it out the back for sure. What do I have in terms of plates? Oh, that's tan. That's tan. Unintentional Jang Bricks reference. Oh, I could also start, if I want like a little bit of a base over here, like human fortifications. Start adding some gray. So I've got a bunch of gray plates here. Oh, wait, I've got a big one. Well, that's not the big one I was talking about. Got a really big one. How's my wife doing? She is doing well. She's actually about to leave for a church event. $50 elephant stand nest. Good luck on your hunting for sure. I went and looked, but it seems to not be on the East Coast. It's 10. You're doing now it's 20. Yeah, we're up to 20. We had 22 there for a bit. Oh no, I'm ripping the bag. This base plate's too sharp. Alright. This is what we shall use to make the human base. Now, gray brick. Oh, wait. I do have this baggie. This bag is full of gray bricks. Wall, potentially. Yes, this is old Mega. Very old. So we'll definitely use some of that. I'm surrounded by parts. Okay. So we could actually... Can we attach this directly? Kind of. It's not very exact. But it's a start. So... Is that the way that I want to do it, though? Because I was also thinking of potentially doing some raised landscape outside, too. Like this. Perhaps. Midwest. Oh, yeah. I think I'm turning an elephant into a vulture. Well, that would be a challenge. But if you have some parts other than just the elephant, I suppose it might be possible. Maybe this needs to go on this side. Yeah, you know what? That's probably the way that I need to go. We'll do the more raised terrain on the other side. Hunter blood? Potentially, although I don't know if I want to escalate things to that much, because then the Marines will have had to kill some hunters. Yeah. Could just be clay. You know, like clay deposits. Oh right, now I have to make this stick. Sticking large amounts of mega together. It's always a struggle. Okay, that actually wasn't horrible. Got that, and then I can always stick these on. You know, these will texture the terrain a little bit more. Can we stick? Can we? These are so awkward. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna texture that nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this out. Part from the Pelican. Oh, yeah. I hate sand. It's coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere. I don't actually have real sand on hand at the moment, anyways. Snow. I do have snow. Although it's kind of frozen chunks at the moment. Okay, so we're going to do this. So this is going to stick like that. Probably want this in the center. Wait, what? What? Oh, it needs to be one plate higher if I wanted to do that. What color shall I use? Oh yeah, there's all these. Oh no, there's all these plates and printed parts. I'm dumping pieces. Do I use a gray? I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to save the gray for surface level stuff. I want to use up the colors that I don't need down underneath. Oh, here we go. Here's some plates and stuff. Go grocery shopping. Well, good luck on your grocery shopping. You gotta get food. Oh, what the heck? Thank you for stopping by, though. And, you never know. We might still be all here when you're done your shopping. That might be how it goes. Ooh, there's more of these in here. Hold up. Oh, wait, this is building box stuff. That's why it's so useful. Building box. The floor has the pieces. The floor does have the pieces. Okay, now we can do that. But we definitely need. It sticks out a little bit. That might be
fine. Do I want... Yeah, I'll use this. Because I'm kind of thinking maybe it'll look like concrete walls for the human compound. And I'll make them broken. Because this has been going on, this siege or whatever it is, has been going on for enough time to trash this. And we want broken walls. Music, make me think of Chinese temples. The Halo music? Halo Wars 1 or 2? I'm thinking Halo Wars 1. Because we're going more for the Covenant. Covenant invasion style here. Alright, there we go. There's another support. I'm starting to overcrowd my studio. We're going to move all the Marines back a little bit. Got all those logs and stuff. And now we need to add... Oh yeah, my table has like a... It's a folding table, so it's got a seam in the middle, and that seam is very not helpful at the moment. Megatron, he's either lying or he's stupid. Oh, what? Is the Mega Building Box worth it? It is if you're not paying a fortune for it. Because these days, people want absurd amounts. Alright, so we're going to use this as our starting support. So that's going to go... Wait. I'm going to put this over here so we can focus on this section. Because, yeah, the center of the table is not helping me here. Alright, so there we've got that. Use Siege of Harvest. Grab Golden Lagoon. No, I can't break them. See, here's the thing, and this is sometimes annoying. I have to keep basically a copy of all of the Blockies stuff the way that it comes because I need it for comparisons in the future. So if I end up breaking it, then guess what? I'm going to have to buy another one later for whenever I do the every Starscream video or, you know, every Optimus. It's $45 to $50. Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's not the worst. That's not the worst. I think originally it was 35 or 40. Alright, so we got a support there. Problem is this side is looking a little empty. So what can I do about that? I'm probably going to have to... Wait, what? Do we lose a... Did that go there? Where did this go? Oh, it came off the front. We lost a... Oh, that's because it's the one that's attached by only 2. Yeah, wait. Let me do something about that. It's that piece. What do I have here? That could help. Maybe lock it into place with this. Wait, hold on. Maybe 60. 60 I feel like is starting to get to be a bit on the high side. Just for what it is, because like it's not actually that many parts. It's got some nice figures, but it's not that many parts. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Smurfs. Halo 5 is awesome. I want to play it so bad. It's not fair. It's not fair that it's not on PC. That is a crime. Okay. Let's So, aha, that fills up that gap. Pretty nice. And then, I guess if I just build out this side, that could be... Infinity's close with the grapple shot. I have no way to play it. I'd have to buy a whole Xbox just to play Halo 5. Blocky Smurfs? Oh gosh, I hope not. I don't really know why we would need blocky Smurfs. I think that would be kind of cursed. Like, Minions is bad enough. We don't need to add Smurfs to the cursed weird characters lineup. There we go. Pop that in place. The big question is going to be, where the heck am I going to set this once it's done? Because it's going to... I don't know. Should I showcase this with a video once I'm done? Because I potentially could do that. Okay. I could do a showcase video. I could do it as a short. Why does some of the Halo songs sound so depressing? Well, when you're in the middle of a war where an alien race with superior technology is attempting to wipe out all of humanity, I think that warrants some depressing music every now and again. Somber music. Okay, so, whoops, I'm breaking the front again. What? Yeah, we're starting to get to critical mass with the cliffs here without, you know, actually adding more support on the other side. Alright, so we've got that. I want to make this mostly a broken wall. Like that. Because I have sandbags. And I want to make it look like they fortified something that really wasn't in good shape. What's the concept? Yes, Halo Wars. Make it rare to... what? Make a short for it? Yes. Yeah, I can at least do a short. So that the people who weren't able to join get to have a look. These old mega bricks. I can understand where the, like, disdain for mega came from when I start messing with these old bricks. Because, golly, these old bricks are... whew. They're not the most... They're not very good sometimes. Also, we'll do some piles here. Like this. Matt Goldstone, welcome! Want to build again? Yeah, I got the... Honestly, I've more had the itch to go out and do some photography, some Mega Halo photography, but it's ice and snow out there. And I can only do so many ice photos because it's just not very fun to go lay down in the snow, you know? At least not usually, anyway. Aha, that's what I need. Fill up that little gap there. Old bricks have to crawl for newer bricks to walk. That's true. What's my rarest Halo Mega set? I have part of the SDCC Halo 5 set, so that might be it. Yankee Squad's definitely up there. Rarest figures definitely has to be like the SPIs, though. What am I going to do? My rare and 2 super rare intro? What? Fireteam Shadow. Oh, yes, that's true. Fireteam Shadow. That was also from Jacob Hoffman. Jacob Hoffman has been a massive help to the channel on so many levels. Aha, here we go. Born in Utah. Itch to nuke me? Well, good luck. There we go. I'm trying to stick these on without breaking what I've already got. There we go. We'll have like almost a little entrance here. And actually, we probably will have some forward positions too, wouldn't we? Just like a little gun nest. And I have so many sandbags. We can just keep piling them on. No end. Finding Halo 5 Fred. Official or lookalike. Oh, gosh. That's very difficult. Because Halo 5 Fred came in exactly one set. And... here, let's see. How good is that? If he kneels down, that's decent. Yeah, both of those are expensive figures now. There's not a whole ton of way around that, unfortunately. I need... are those plate height? Do I even have the plates that I need here? I need some 2x2s. I've got green. I don't think that really will be what I want. Do I have gray? I don't even really think gray is what I want, but... I just need something. Oh, wait. Hang on. First of all, I need some water. Brick by brick. It didn't knock out our power, thank the Lord. It, they said it might, but it didn't end up actually doing it. Do we have any on here, even? I want to stack more sandbags, but I need some intermediary pieces here. Because I need to just stack it like that. But now I need some supports, otherwise they're floating. Lucky's classic class figures for sale. For scale, not for sale. I'm reading incorrectly at the moment. They're not exactly in scale with Mega, but they're not horribly out of scale. Come on, I've got to have some here. Let's see, brown. I might have some brown ones in here. 2x2s. Oh yeah, I've got also like girder pieces in here. I don't think these will be very useful for this build, but... alright, here, let's give this a shot. See if this actually... oh wait, what? These are like a brick plus some, so that's not helpful actually at all. Mega, why did you have to make the sandbag such a weird height? Guess I just need to like lump them up. There we go. All right, so that's some good fortifications. Oh my word. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Again. Crash Test Dummy 103. Starting to get a Halo Mega, slowing down with Lego. Oh. I'm sorry that you joined at the time that you did. It's a rough time to be a fan. It really is. But Amazon still has some good stuff. The Halo 2-pack, that's a good one to start with. There's still a handful of pretty good sets out there for decent prices on Amazon. Photos in-game. Oh, that would be a good idea if I had thought to do that beforehand. eBay's best place. I would say Amazon first. Look on Amazon first because usually they'll like buy sets like the Floodgate and stuff first, and then once you've got those, then start looking for older ones. But I wouldn't buy on eBay right away. Because yeah, everybody thinks that they can sell their stuff for like hundreds of dollars even if it's garbage. There we go. That's a little bit more support. What would spruce this up a little bit? We look at the gray. Got lots of tiles. Do something with that, perhaps. Oh, that doesn't fit. Dang it. But what if we have like almost like a generator or something out to the back? So I want to use these girders because these are cool. Also, that one's a green one. I don't know if I want to use the green one. And, oh wait. Hey, supplies. We got some UNSC supplies. That's what we definitely need. What if so Halo scraps and incomplete figures on... Yeah, then they're like, oh, don't lowball me. I know what I have. I'm like, what do you mean? You have no idea what you have. You have garbage. Oh, wait, I need... single studs. Do I have any of those floating around? Ah, it's a clip. No, that's not helpful. There we go. And then I think, yes, here we go. Because obviously we need like an HMG placement here. Probably here. This is more likely. New camera angle. And for the moment, for this stream. Wait, I had a... Did I just drop and pick up the same piece? This is the angle so you guys can see the parts that I'm surrounded by. Since a lot of this is happening off of the main camera. Maybe I need to bring the that other one a little closer though. Like that, and then we'll set this here. Because yeah, this can't just directly stick down, I believe. There we go. HMG placement. Looking good. Discount for $1.37. Do you know who the Kooplings are? Yeah. Do I have all of the Signature Series? No. I don't actually own any of the Signature Series sets anymore. I used to own the Cabal Harvester set, but now I had to sell that a while back to get repairs for my car. It was sad. Here, let's give more of this kind of an angle for a little bit. Oh, now I have to get back in. What have I done? Gymnastics. Okay, so I want to have crates and stuff, but I also don't want to have them stuck completely down because why do we need to do that? So, we're going to make some attachment points. I'll put that back here like it broke. The spirit. They are you gotta have some good storage space if you want to keep Signature Series sets. There we go. Or would it be like that? For the car repairs. I appreciate it. Thankfully I don't have to repair the car at the moment. This was a while ago. I don't remember how many years. But yeah, it was my car's brake booster had gone out, which means, for those of you who don't know, that basically means you cannot stop your car. It will just go. So I had to scrounge together the funds. It worked. It worked out. But it definitely was a little stressful. With 10 small, medium sets rather than one signature set. I think I agree with that, given that you can usually get more figures if you have a bunch of smaller sets. Like, give me 10 Yankee Marine sets over a Scarab or something any day. Oh, here's a hot take for you guys. Scarab is overrated. You can quote me on that. I think that people put too much stock in, like, oh, the Scarab. Like, sure, it's cool and all, but, like, golly. It's massive. You can't really pose it that well. The figures that it comes with are kind of eh. I think it's overrated. Scarab. A knockoff, if I wasn't paying, like, $500 for it, maybe I'd be a little bit more like, oh, yeah, this is cool. But yeah, I just think that for what people are asking for, like $2,000 basically for a Scarab. I'm just like, what? Are you out of your mind? Meanwhile, Yankees. Yes, so many Yankees. I mean, that's what all these are over here. We're gonna start adding them to the dio here in a little bit. Ooh, can I make like a little like second level here? Almost. Maybe this needs to be bumped on its tracks a little bit. Stick that there, and then maybe just stick the fusion cell there. No, we don't need that there. Oh yeah, wait, we can put that back there. Now I just need a brick, a light gray brick. Aha! No, wait, that's not quite what I need. Oh, here we go. These will work. Texture bricks. Texture bricks. Oh yeah, the banished one. Rated. Price is crazy. Yeah. It's the gold CE Marines. I have a handful of them. I've done a couple like customized ones.
Wait, what's going on here? Oh. Well, that would explain things. There we go. That's more like it. So we'll stick that there.
And then
we can kind of make like, where does this stick? A second level.
oh wait.
That's not actually supporting much now, is it?
I mean, I do have this one. It's not... Wait, why did I... Wait, I can face it the other direction, can't I?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, consistency. Ish, kind of.
I don't like playing as the Kooplings in Smash. They're a little weird.
Wait, that needs to be bumped inward. Is that what we're doing here? Is that in line? Say things are going smoothly so far.
Like I said, my plan wasn't completely fleshed out when I started. So, we're just kind of...
Hello? What are we doing here?
Oh, okay. That was a little weird. And then we'll layer this on over top because that will strengthen it. Do I have a stairway? Something I really don't like about structures or like structure sets is when there's a second level with no apparent way to get there. Let's stick that there. How is this compared to the figures? Oh, that's a good height. That's a very good height, actually. We'll have 2 fusion cells down there. And then maybe a couple of extra sandbags. Okay. So now, oh yeah, we could use that crate. Although I think I want to use this crate. But I, again, don't really want to stick it down all the way. So, I'm going to cheat. That's 3 studs wide, roughly.
So if I put it, no, I want to do it this way. Progressed, hours to come up with.
Defense are new. Yeah, I've been kind of technically building mocks off and on for years, so. Also, I'm basically doing what I would do when I'm taking a photo. Oh, there's a rocket launcher in there. That'll come helpful for them. You know, you just kind of, you think of a story, and then you use what you've got to bring the story up. And so I've gotten the story of Marines trying to defend these survivors. So that's what I'm trying to flesh out. Also, I do have a mega staircase piece. Where the heck is that? I know I have it. Oh, there's a Gauss turret in here. Another crate. What did I do with it? Riot shield. A very cursed figure. Where's my staircase? What did I do with it? I know I had one. And yes, Matt Goldstone is correct. You get the picture in your head, and then you go from there. Yo, the ODST flag. That's such a great piece. Maybe I don't have it free. Maybe I'm using it somewhere. Okay, so we have to come up with an alternative. Massive mock building session. That would be so cool. What else can I do? Oh, this is not connected. Because the Marines got to get up and down here. I mean, I've got this thing, but that's a little weird. Blockies made Kooplings? Why the Kooplings? If they're doing Nintendo, they have so many better characters to make. Oh hey, I've got this thing too. It's got the little UNSC panel on it. That might be useful somewhere. I don't want the staircase taking up too much space. That's why I'm a little bit reluctant to just build one, because, I mean, even, I guess a prefab one would be pretty big. What could I do instead? Well, I do just straight up have a ladder here. It's a brown ladder, though, so that's a little strange to me. I don't know why they would have a brown one. Given how far into the future it is, I don't think wooden ladders are so much a thing anymore. Ah, I'm stepping on pieces. What do I got? Oh, this will come in handy later. Covenant shield. Well, there's a barrel. We can stick this barrel somewhere because barrels just look cool. Could be rusty. Maybe that won't be too great. Oh. Let me think. Perhaps. Oh, I've got some pipes. Now this could work if I can get enough parts. Looks like a dagger in there. Lumi Bricks has cool parts, guys. Is this even tall enough? See, if we do something like that, although I don't know if that's tall enough. Gold? I don't think gold is what we want for this build. What do I have here? Oh, this is something. Perhaps. Half this screen is just going to be me, like, out of sight. Under the table. See, because I've also got, like, these, but I don't know about that. Some figure pack lines for... Wait, what? Figure pack whose? Blockings needs to make the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I do agree. We've only got a few of the Guardians. We need the rest. The problem is I just need parts that I've got enough accessible. Oh! Ha-ha! Well, well, well. This can work. Because this is suitably generic and futuristic. Oh, hey, I've got some slopes to make some broken. Demarcation. Yes, the demarcation under the table stream. Yeah, we'll just stick this onto like this thing right here. And I'd say that's convincing enough. Your ringtone is you digging through blocks. Alright, that's a fair ringtone, I suppose. And then we'll make a slope here to have like a broken part. Because I do want this to be like a... like during the Fall of Reach, they attacked the sword base and it like got completely destroyed, trashed in the process. And that's kind of the vibe I'm going for here. Will Hound be made in blockies? I would expect Hound. I don't know why. There we go. That's like a crack there. And then we'll fill... Oh, can we... Hang on. Can we make this gap such that I can fill it with sandbags? Oh, here we go. I expect Hound. I definitely expect Hound from blockies at some point. Because we've gotten him in Defender so far, technically. Also... Another massive shout out to Jacob Hoffman for providing so freaking many sandbags. This diorama would not be as good without his help. Here, figure out how to make custom ringtone of the superintendent beat. That would be hilarious. That'd actually be a great ringtone. That there. Definitely a little bit of awkward dimensions going on here. What else do I have in this bag? I got this bag of stuff for free, and I honestly haven't looked through it too thoroughly. There is a bag here with like. There's like old Lego castle parts in there. Some cool stuff. Alright, we've got more slopes to make some more like broken walls. And sandbags. Oh, we've chewed through a lot of the sandbags. But that's okay, because that was the goal, was to do a lot of sandbags. Oh, wait, that's actually level. Alright, cool. There's that. How tall is that for a figure? That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. Do this. Maybe have one just sitting here, because why not? Oh, you know what else? We've got some fuel, because who knows, maybe they had a warthog here at some point. They might have. And then maybe it got blown up, or maybe it's somewhere else that's not on this particular scene. But we'll add some of that. And then cones, because why not? Why not add a couple of warning cones? And then, can we use some of... I know I've got some light gray here. I can make Revenge of the Fallen, Dark Moon, Sideswipe. Oh, that I have no idea. I don't know how much Blockies is going to lean into Bayverse. But also, keep in mind that I can't... If I know about things beforehand, I can't speak about it. The floor is wet? What? Mr. Hoffman is a cool dude. He is indeed. Here we go. So, we'll use some of these rounded pieces to make it a bit more convincing that this is kind of wrecked. Couple more sandbags here. Hey, that's looking... Oops. That's looking pretty nice. I think that there's definitely, like... I mean, I could probably do some more fleshing out of, like, tiles on the floor and whatnot. But that's not half bad. So I think what I want to do is potentially swap to working on the other side now. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's add some greenery. Could you consume... Should you keep your cold weather up north? Unfortunately, no. We've had enough of it, so we're passing it on. Ooh, purple bushes. Yes, yes, we can use some purple bushes. Purple. How much purple do I have? I've also got this stuff. That's interesting. Got some dead ones, but this like pinkish is very strange. But there's a lot of it, and I kind of want to use it. But the problem is, well, I've got also these and these. I feel like I have more greenery somewhere. We've also got rocks. I don't know if I want to use that right now. Got another barrel, though. Oh, wait, what do we got in here? There's a bunch of stuff here. Hey! That's what we need. We need a UNSC flag. Where would it be? Would it be down here? No, they probably want to put it up on the highest point, right? If they're being attacked. So that'll go up there. But then we need stuff to attach the greenery with, which is usually studs. Studs or clips? Well, that's technically greenery. That's greenery from Pokemon. Oh yeah, this is a sick mega piece. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's from the Dragons line. Okay, here's a stud and another greenery. Because we need pieces like this so we can stick this and then do like pop that there. Fire over your hand. Oh, yep, that sounds like cats. You just broke Smokescreen's doors. How did you manage that? Ah, another one. I don't particularly care. Oh, that's a double-sided. That's not helpful. I don't particularly care what color it is. I found another UNSC flag, but that's a capture the flag version. I don't really want to use that. I do need to take it out, though, because I want this sorted.
Oh. Oh, we got a fire team flag as well. I need all of these out. I need to know where all these flags are. Found another crate. So much good stuff. Ooh, we got some fire. I might use that. Oh, we got a Call of Duty flag. Some more Pokemon greenery. An actual Pokemon. Oh, yo, wait a minute. We got that missile rack from the Call of Duty set, but that has plenty of... Well, I say plenty. It has four studs. Got me 2 cases of Linda. So a few extra Lindas. Oh, nice. Fire and Beth Beavis voice. I am not, I've never watched that. So, I have no context. I feel like I need a couple more. Oh, another crate. That's from the Marines. Marines customizer. An Arctic crate. That's a Call of Duty thing. Wait, there's stuff in here. Yo, there's actually like a gun and stuff in there. A flask. I'll definitely keep that out. A broken shank from Destiny. Chains. That double-sided stud again. Oh yeah, this is weird. This is a mega piece with SpongeBob printed on it. Cheapest Linda you found is $15. Not gonna lie, that's not the worst price ever. Given the state that Mega is in. Is that all of the studs that I've got? Oh, this could work. Guess also clips could work. This. I have no idea what kind of a planet this is, guys. But the idea of like this corally pink stuff growing everywhere is an interesting one. Crave cereal. Interesting. 3 times retail. 3 times retail is cheap these days. I hate to say it, but like 5 times retail is average, which sucks. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's actually awful. But it's also not surprising. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting look. Have just very non-normal plants. All right, so can I move this without breaking it? Hey, that's actually not horrible. It's more sturdy than I was expecting. Oops. So then we've got the other side here. Okay, it was 10, unbuilt is 5. Sold some to a used store. They charge more. So if you know what the character is, and sometimes that does make it more pricey. Okay, I want to expand this back a little bit more because I've still got a few plates and stuff to use.
And I think this could be a little bigger. A lot of 2x6s. I need some more 2x4s, please. That's another 2x6. Ah, there's a 2x4. There's a 2x2. Suppose I could also connect it from underneath. You know, I feel like this is some pretty darn good progress for an hour and 30 minutes. I've got multiple retail a couple times. Well, yeah, that's the world we live in now. Mega-wise, anyway. Why didn't I not pick it up when I saw it in stores? I'm gonna be honest though, for the most part, I'm actually... Like, I really like where my collection is at. I've got a lot of the figures that I really wanted. Got a lot of the ones that I like Yankee. Got a ton of Yankee now. Ton of the Marines I really like. $15.40 pay shipping and $6 for window. Shipping probably would be like $5 if I had to guess, just given the price of shipping lately. Also, I have bought from him before. I bought actually, didn't I buy some Yankees? I'm pretty sure I did. Some of my Yankees came from Matt Goldstone. But I've usually bought stuff from him on Reddit. Which, if you got PayPal, it's not a bad way to shop. I think I have to use this and just deal with it being not exact. Can I fit this in? Yes, I can. All right, so we got that. Do I have any others? Oh, wait, I do. Whatever say and be content. Yeah, that's why I've kind of been less like about the state of Mega. Like, it sucks, and I definitely was real stressed about it for a while, but it's like, at the end of the day, what can we do about it? Nothing. But I can do plenty of stuff with the collection that I have amassed. And I find it so goofy that so many people are like, I can't buy new stuff. Let me just sell off everything I already have. Like, what? Because you can't get new stuff, you can't enjoy the stuff that you've got. That makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. There we go. Fill up some of these gaps. Shark Transformer in a set on AliExpress. Oh, the you mean the Sharkticon, like, storage case, or the actual Sharkticon? The storage case was definitely harder to get. Looking for Halo stuff, lots of odds and ends. Oh, that reminded me. I was, Matt, I brought a couple of figures to work with me the other day. I brought, like, a Halo 2 ODST and, like, a Grunt. And then also that little aerial missile pod you sent me in the last lot that I bought from you. I still have it all put together. I want to use it in some photos because it's a very nice little assembly. Alright, so we've got that. And then I might make another bit of a hill here. People sell a collection because of that. Be patient. Drop some new things alongside it. I mean, to be honest, if all that they're in it for is the feeling of getting the new stuff, did they ever really like it that much to begin with? I just find it so strange that people would want to get rid of an entire collection just because they can't buy new ones. Although I've heard a lot of people, you know, they had that reaction when Mega first kind of started vanishing, and then they regretted it afterward. Which is kind of what I've been telling people, like, don't sell it. But, I don't know. I've kind of been, I think, marked as the bad guy by a lot of people. I think primarily a lot of people in Simon Over the Domains audience for basically even voicing the fact that things weren't going well. Because it's like it almost became like a taboo thing for a while. Like, oh my gosh, no, don't admit Mega's doing bad. That's terrible. But refusing to acknowledge reality doesn't change it. And eventually everybody really did have to start acknowledging it. Although I think the level of cope from a lot of people is still a bit absurd. Because, like, no matter what, we're never going back to exactly the way things used to be. That's just not going to happen. Too much has changed. The world has changed too much to go back to exactly the way we had it. I don't think we'll ever again walk into a Walmart and walk to the toy aisle and see full racks of blind bags and all the stuff, you know? That's just isn't the way things work anymore. Which is sad, and I know a lot of people don't want to admit that because it's sad. But what can we do with the state of things now? Or as Gandalf says, we don't get to choose... What is it? You don't get to choose the time given to you, you just get to choose what you do with it. I botched that line, but you get the idea. Also, it's really funny because, like, I have no idea how much of that was actually audible. Then you custom supply rack and mongoose wagon. Oh wait, yeah, you showed me those, didn't you? Maybe I need to put those in a diorama at some point. What the heck? There's a starfish. Guys, we're gonna put the starfish in the diorama because why not? The starfish is just gonna go there. Why is there a starfish? No one knows, really. But there's a starfish. The glory days. Maybe at Lego Star Wars. Yeah. I'm also kind of kicking myself for missing Mega's heyday, but I was a Lego purist then, and I hated Mega. I was a Lego purist, and I thought Mega was disgusting. Abhorrent. Alright, I'm gonna pop a shield there. And then we're gonna... I'm gonna put some bushes around. Oh, I need more clips or studs or something. Yeah, let me look at it in here. I've got a horse, the Mega horse. He's in here. That's a clip that might work. This might work. That also might work. Ooh, I love these pieces. I don't know if I am going to use it here, but I would like to. No, blasted. That's another double-sided stud. That's not what I needed. Ah, here's another one. More clips. Okay, that'll be enough to give me a start here. These 2 helmet pieces. Interesting. So many Lego fans hate Mega. Yeah, it's because half of them haven't even tried it. I hadn't. Not really. To be fair, I had kind of encountered a few of the crummier ones from Mega's old days, but I didn't really have much interest in, you know, figuring out what it was about. Even though there was a couple times in Walmart, I was like, I was looking at the Halo figures, and I was like, man, those actually look pretty cool. And then I was like, but no, I can't. They're not Lego, so they're actually trash. I mustn't get them. And I didn't. And that was a dumb choice. I remember seeing the Halo Heroes series with that, the Spartan soldier with the white and the red. That was one that my Walmart had a fair amount of. It's in my AliExpress. Nice. Let me try. Couldn't figure out. Put it in Ziploc. Wait, he couldn't figure out how to build. What? How can you not figure out how to build something like that? That's so. Huh? I'm baffled. Shocked even. I don't get it. You just follow the instructions. It's not that hard. It's really not. Sought after Halo Mega Bloks set recently? Recently. Well, the Scarab. Everybody and their brother has been looking for a Scarab. Every time I go onto the Reddit or whatever, it's like, I'm looking for a Scarab at a reasonable price. It's like, okay. No, you're not getting a Scarab for a reasonable price. You shouldn't even be asking that question in today's market, to be completely honest. All right, hey, that's looking kind of nice. That's looking kind of nice. What else? What have I seen people looking for? Wraiths. All people are always looking for Wraiths. What else? Well, I mean, I definitely think I've seen people looking for, like, the Yankee stuff. Yankee Marines. Whoops. Could you stick, please? Okay, I'm gonna stick it before attaching. There we go. Also, hang on a second. I just realized, do these branch together? Yo, they do. Hold up. That's cool. This almost looks like an underwater scene. Probably because I'm using, like, underwater parts. I'm gonna hide the starfish a little bit so it looks less underwatery. We've got all of these. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of those. Put a little taller bush over on this one. Okay. I kind of like the way that side looks. What do I have for Covenant stuff that I would add? I grabbed a shade. I don't know if a shade really fits there, to be honest. Maybe another shield. I'll pop it off of... Jacob Hoffman gave me a diorama a while back. I'll steal that from here. So we'll stagger the shields like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty good. So, I think the next step is to clean this area up a little bit. And then I can start expanding the side of this and attaching them together. So I'm going to make a greeneries bag here. A bigger greeneries bag. Green and browneries. Because some of these are not green. I love bringing a handful of those small bushes with me out on photo shoots. Because setting them, just like popping that in the foreground or background, amazing. You had, what? What did I just read? Alright, so we'll pop that over here. Does this have any Covenant stuff in it? Not really. And I don't really have any Covenant crates. I never really got any of those. Unfortunately. Like
No. Yeah, I don't really have any Covenant stuff. It's been almost 500 days since the last Mega Halo set. Ooh, it's really been that long. Yep, that sounds about right to me. And only now are people finally starting to accept things are off. Multiversal. Any chance of a face reveal? You're making me have flashbacks to when I did stuff without showing my face. Anyone bought from Figure Forge? I haven't personally, but I do know that a lot of people have, and he's pretty decent. He's got good prices too. Do I like the SPI armor? I like the Mirage version a little better. When I finally get to doing a giveaway, how do I choose? I have a little app called Gleam, and it randomly selects a name for me. So it's completely random, completely unbiased. I have no direct hand in picking. I'm gonna have a lot of cleaning and sorting to do after this stream. But let me put the brown in a bigger bag, the brown and the green here. Cubby crates. You're swimming in cubby crates. One's from the Brute Customizer pack. Wait, the Brute Customizer? Oh, wait. I actually do have a few of those. Hold up. Thank you for that reminder. Where did I put those? Where are they? You know what? You guys get to come with me for a second. We're going to go look. You will see. You probably won't hear very much, but you will see the mess. Lego. And let me turn on the light. The never before seen angle. There we go. We have successfully retrieved a Covenant crate. That looks so weird on my end. Alright, I will pop this back into place. Probably plug it back in. There we go. That was scary. Never do that again. That's usually where I'm working on, like, my armor and stuff. Let's see. Where can I fit this? They probably have their crate a little farther back, perhaps. But I don't want to stick it down all the way again. How to buy Linda. Flames, you gotta, if you want to try and buy one from Matt, you gotta contact him on Reddit or, I don't know, where else is he on? I don't know where else he's on. You'd have to ask him.
All right, so we've got this here. Maybe I'll move this piece here. Covenant crate. Let me use the correct address. Yeah, PayPal. PayPal is the way to go. But also, don't send your address in this particular chat. I don't think that would go super well. Oh, wait, can I make this at an angle, perhaps? Interesting. I think I can. All I need is the right piece. Aha! I found the right piece. How do you send the address? Flames, use Reddit or Instagram or Discord or something. Well, I know you're not on Discord. Or, I don't know, Xbox chat. Okay, put that there, and then... Can I stick it here? It's so close! It's so close to fitting. Oh, it's in between the studs. Now that's annoying. Ah, I think it's ever so slightly off. Don't do giveaways or using money. What? You're not gonna just like get another Blockies Transformer without. Whoa. Apparently I need a support under that one. Alright, let me attach this. What's wrong with Discord? Nothing's wrong with Discord. Flames just isn't on Discord. Alright. Well, that's attached. But that has revealed a flaw. A flaw in my design. Where do I need this? There we go. Add another support there. And also, I think I need another one there. That's rather fragile. Of course, I tossed back the 2x4. Here we go. There. Maybe I even need a support. Whoops. What the heck? My pieces are blowing up. All of my pieces keep blowing up. Alright, there's that. And then, you know what? I'll put some greenery over here. Because why not? Because it needs to look decent from most angles. And then we can make the terrain itself a little bit more bumpy and irregular. Like using these. Oh, more greenery. Give me the greenery bag. You ready to talk about Figure Forge? Oh, yep. Welcome to Arby's, yes. Yes, Flames, you will probably see more of me on there. I wasn't on there for a bit because, number one, I kept just getting harassed by True Savage and his goons, which was annoying as heck. And also, I hadn't been logged in on my new computer. But I just logged in the other day, so now I can post again. And I'll probably be posting more often on the Mega subreddit once more. Just trying to randomize that a little bit. Oh, is that another flaw? It is. Blockies should make 40K figures. I don't know how popular 40K is in China, but that would be kind of cool. I won't lie. I'd love to build a Blockies Space Marine or two. Maybe some Blockies like Krieg Troopers. Death Corps Krieg. Alright. There's that.
go. Okay.
Ah. This front is definitely a little bit fragile. Okay, so we've got the side.
Oh, I need to build that. One day, show the entire Blockies Transformers collection.
I will do that one day. I don't know when, but I will do it one day. What time is it? It is 12 o'clock where I am. In the afternoon, not at night. I would not be streaming at 12 at night. Well, I likely wouldn't. I'm not sure. If I'm streaming at 12 at night, I'm not exactly sure why I'm doing that. Like, I don't know. Maybe if the CE remake comes out at midnight, then I'll stream when it comes out or something. But that's the only reason I can think.
90s don't really know 40K at all.
Yeah, because, you know, Blockies, once they get, you know, they're continuing to get more popular, so they might turn their eyes to IPs beyond what's just popular in China. Although I will say, I'm probably going to be looking at their new Ultraman Galaxy Wave, because, man, it looks good. It's not the classic designs, it's like the more modern ones, and it actually looks cool. So I'm going to be doing a stream at least, if not a review for that. Once they have samples available. All right, let's go back to what we were doing, which was putting
Savage Guy's nuts. Look at that.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. That was a long mess, I should say. Back and forth over the years. Luckily, it's kind of over for now, at least. I started a initiative to basically make a file where we basically compile all the things that had caused him to get banned multiple times over the years. And that did not go well because it got put out before it was done. And then it just turned into, oh, you just personally hate Savage. He's never done anything wrong. You just personally want to ruin him. I'm like, no, not actually. Part of being an admin is banning people who break the rules. Alright, so we're going to move this over here. The belt had the gap. Oh, yeah, that's fair. And the original classic Ultras. Whoa! That front piece again. I thought I secured that. No, wait, that's a different front piece that came off. Never mind. Alright. Ooh, how do I set it down without breaking it? There we go. So now we've got this. So now what we gotta do is mesh it together. Because there's like this rift.
Oh, I need to move some of the plants because their positioning ended up a little too similar. Here we go.
All right. Where is the tan bag?
In the stream with ODST Jazz.
Yep. Gotta get that jazz going. You like jazz? Need connectors. Connecting tissue here. I wonder if I perhaps should not attempt to actually fully connect them. If I should instead just get them close. You know? Because I think it could be messy if I try to fully connect it.
No, you don't have a Reddit. Just where am I going to put this when I'm done? That is a very good question. Honestly, I probably won't be able to keep it built for a super long time. I'll probably, you know, do my little video covering it, and then I'll probably have to take it apart at some point. I've toyed with the idea of, like, building dioramas and then allowing people to, like, bid on it and actually buy it afterward. But then I would just keep running out of pieces. So I kind of scrapped that idea. Give me plates. I need plates. We got that. So now we can attach all of that together. So now that connects like that. Let me undo this. YouTube is the only major social media you have. I mean, I would recommend making an account somewhere. Because I will tell you, it's a lot easier if you're trying to buy Mega stuff. It's definitely a lot easier if you do it through places where you can buy directly from people. Like Reddit. Alright, so we got that. And then that. I am actually really liking this. This is turning out quite good. Well, that's a 6 stud, isn't it? Do I have a 6 stud? Aha, the Lord provides. There we go. And, well, I guess I could use this. Alright, so it puzzle pieces together pretty smoothly. Oh, okay. We're getting into some weird angles and stuff here. So we've got another piece like that. And then another piece like that. And then a 1x2, which, do I have more of? I have ones with holes in it. Oh, that's a 1x3. What else do we have? I guess I can use... Oh, nope. Here we go. We got it. Okay. So that probably should go on that side, given that there's more area to connect. What else? What do I have plate-wise? Ah, here we go. 1x2s, 2x2s, 2x4s, 2x3s, a 4x4. Oh, that's definitely not gonna quite fit, but we do that. That needs to be connected on a little better. Do a live stream. We'll disassembly live stream. eBay prices plus tax. Yeah. Why do people resell stuff for so much money? It's because they want money. Really. That's what it comes down to. Is they just want money. Greed. Greed is it's a thing. It is really a big thing. I mean, in some cases, people sell stuff because, you know, they gotta pay rent or whatever. Which, usually those people actually price things more reasonably because they know, hey, like, I actually have to sell this and not hope that some poor sucker comes along and thinks that it's worth what I'm charging. Or here, maybe. Yeah, I need to have that plus both. No tax on sales. Yeah, the eBay tax is a bit of a pain. I recently just bought a, or actually I sold something because I was trying to buy something else, and eBay tax takes a lot. Like, it's no joke. Okay,
so we are nearly connected here. Now I have that Halo 2 song going in my head, the We Are Connected one. Alright. I don't think this is the greatest defensive position ever for the humans, but you know, they got to work with what they have. Some of these parts are popping off. Arbiter's Quest. I am so shocked that Arbiter's Quest got so expensive. Like, when it first came out, people didn't really seem to care about it all that much. Like, people liked it enough, but, you know, it was kind of just like, yeah, whatever. You know, pick it up whenever it comes out. And then, suddenly one day, it just was expensive. Just without warning. Alright, look at this, guys. Look at this. There we go. Okay, I think we gotta move... Ooh, can I move the camera closer? I want to get some good angles here because we're about to put the figures on. I think the base needs a few extra touches, but we're getting close. So, if I bring this over here... Yes, you guys get a very nice look at my lamp. There we go. Whoop. Two angles. Oh, I'm bumping my camera. Got back into Halo Mega in October. Good amount of newer sets past 2019. Quest was not in store. It was barely in stores. It was barely on Amazon. I guess that's why it got so expensive, because people wanted it, but it vanished. But I don't know. There just didn't seem to be enough hype around it to warrant such a massive price increase. Alright, there's that. Put these back in. So the base, I think, needs some more. A few more touches. Mostly the ground looks a little boring. And I have so many tiles here. Maybe I can use that. Somehow. What else do I have in here? Do we have enough skinny plates? Are there a lot of skinny plates in here? There's some. Also, I've got the gray. Maybe I can build up some more wreckage. What do we got? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Sometimes I can just suddenly feel it getting colder in this room. There's this. Build some sideways things. There's a lot of these, like, strut pieces. There's that. That's interesting. Oh, yes, yes. Interesting stuff here. Alright, let's see. Social media really biting me in the butt. I mean, unless you're just not able to, but like making an account is not that hard, especially if you just need it like for one particular thing. Oh, here, put that there, maybe. Make that look a little bit trashed. I don't know what that was, but it was something once upon a time. Also, I wanted to put a crate up here because whoever's up here is probably going to need to resupply ammo and stuff, you know? There's so many of these girders. That's actually quite good. Loomy Bricks parts coming in clutch. Alright, we got that. And then, do I have any more like, oh, yes. This is basically exactly the piece that I was looking for. So we can pop that there, and then this should, oh wait, I need to move it a little bit. Bought 20,000 brick sets on Amazon. Well, that's what, I don't think it was 1,000, but that's what these are. Got 50. Man, that's, imagine finding the building box on sale. Ooh, hey, I can make that crooked. Yeah. That's what I want. Do I have more of these sideways pieces? I want more of these like fallen pillars. Actually, I don't even know if that looks like a fallen pillar. It just kind of looks like... Oh, here we go. That's what I do. Put it down at the bottom. Like that. That makes it look more broken. Put more of these little chunk bits around. And then for... I have no idea, like, where exactly to put these. What would make the most sense here? What are these even? I guess that's the question. If I do, like... I don't actually know if that's helping. I can just stick this randomly somewhere, though. Maybe on top of that. I kind of want this UNSC thing. But where? Where do I put it? Can I hang it off that side? What else? What else do we have? So many of these girder pieces. Oh, hey, here we go. We can attach this to this. Where are we putting it? I don't know. I feel like that would make more sense if it was like a computer console. Also, I just realized I have a unbuilt red rocket that I could have been referencing for this, for parts this whole time too. Do I have? What do I have? Maybe I build a quick little computer station. I'll just use more of these girder pieces because I have so many of them. Why not make use of them, huh? Oh, hey, here we go. This actually, this might do it. One of these. Another empty crate. I need to make a container for all of my crates, so I know where they are and how many I have. That's a lot. Wait, do I just have another one of those perhaps? Aha, I do. Maybe I don't use the girders then because, well, there's less intrusive pieces to use instead. Once again, I'm disappearing under the table. I'll be back out eventually. Oh, I got a bunch of little vent pieces down here. Forgot about these. These are good pieces. Okay. 25 more floodgates. Honestly, I need to get some more floodgates. I've been wanting to before, they go out of stock for good. I'd love to get like 2 or 3 more, but I don't know that I've got the funds for it. Usually I don't. That's what I keep running into. I'll be like, yes, but then I have to use those funds on other channel stuff. So I'm still at my 1 floodgate and go, maybe someday. Halo. Good question if you played Halo mixed up too. Oh, well, to be fair, a lot of, I've only just recently actually, actually played through or gotten through Halo. Because I've done CE, ODST, 2. So beforehand, there was a lot of Halo that I had not played. So it was likely that whatever I mixed up, I hadn't actually played it at the time. Also, here we go, a little command console. Oh, that piece cracked? Look at that. There's a crack on the side of that brick. Well, I guess that particular piece, well, it might have been cracked this whole time, to be honest. Because, like I said, some of these are old. I bought a 80-pound lot of Mega years ago to kickstart my collection. And a lot of that was already heavily used. Where is it? I just need 1 more piece. Aha! I got it! 5, you only have 2. Bought a second. This community. Well, that's kind of what the Squad 45 Discord is for. It's kind of been what it's for, but we have, people come in and out. All right, where should this be? Under there would make sense, but then And then I need that for that. Oh, you know what? Over here. There we go. And then we'll have this bit of ruined stuff there. Maybe like that. Make the wall look a little bit more ruined. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we might be... don't you have to pay for Discord? No. I've been using Discord for years. You can buy Nitro if you want to, but that's by no means necessary. All right. I think it's time to start adding adding the figures. So let's start on the Covenant side here. Put this back in. It's whoa. That's not the piece that I need to be moving it on. That is a support that needs to not. All right. So Halo Wars. What do we got? We got a lot of orange grunts here. A lot of orange. So I guess we're gonna use a bunch of orange. So we're gonna have a bunch of these little guys waddling their way for... Wait, how many of the gray-skinned oranges do I have? That's 2, 3, 4... Maybe I'll use the gray-skinned guys. How many figures do I think would be necessary for this? I don't know if it's about being necessary. It's more about what looks good. And sometimes an unnecessary amount of figures looks good. So this little dude is going to be running front and center. Collection video. I did a collection video a while back, but it's been a bit. Honestly, I mean, you guys saw my my garage. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. So my collection's not exactly in the most good shape. Or that's not what I'm trying to say. It's not the most coherent at the moment, I should say. Wait, can I stick this guy to here and then have him like... Oh wait, wouldn't he be like flopped? Whoa. Forward? Can I get... Because we need some dead guys, you know? That was a bit intrusive. There's a white. There's a gray. Ah, a Gatling gun barrel. Look at that. That's a nice piece. Grayskin grunts. Plus Universe Series 3 gas masks. H3 grunts. Peak grunts. I think I could maybe do like one of those. I don't know if I have enough, because this is the Halo 2-pack grunt. Oh, I've got a thing on both of his feet. Don't really need that. But I do want him, like, this guy is dead. I think I'm going to have a sniper up in the higher post. Cade Yeager, I'm an Avenger. What? What does that even mean, my dude? And why do you keep sending it? How do I get him? How do I get him to flop good enough? Maybe I need him over here. Transformers, Avengers, Infinity War, snap scene. What does that even mean? That's not even a thing. His head is starting to hit. He might just be... There we go.
Left for 30 minutes and double the size of the mock.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting some speed here. Okay, so now I think we need a couple grunt variants. Don't want to have another white grunt. Oh, I do. Should I put the white grunts in or the purple grunts in? I don't remember the ranks. I mean, this is an ultra. I know that, but I don't remember the purple. Oh, and then we've got the explodey guys. I guess we could do some of those. Nick the Cool One, welcome. This dude, he's gonna be near the edge, I think. We got that. Oh, come on, stay put. Stick that. I've technically built 2 dioramas here because they can be disconnected so easily. And then I'll have... This is technically one of the bootleg elites. I'll have him be standing up there telling his troops to charge, you know? I think I only want maybe 2 elites here. So where did I put my other... Ah, I need the elite box. The elite box. Do I have them in here, actually? No, I don't. But I can show you guys the elite box really quick. Hey, Cade Yeager. Cade Yeager is a... weird. Classic class, Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. Yeah, this is... I've got it organized into the, like, CE style. We got Ultras. We got Zealots. Halo Wars, Banished. Storm. What are those? The Generals. And then Rangers. Alright, make sure we're focused. Okay, that's not where I put it. I forgot. They're in this. I have 2 real ones. Here we go. My real ones have the, they have loose hips. That's what they've got. Do I need support there, too? There we go. There's our 2 elites, kind of in the back, because I want them to be really just like pushing their grunts forward. A clone trooper army versus a Covenant fleet. Well, does the clone trooper army have any Venators as support? That doesn't want to stick very well. There we go. Because if they've got some Venators, they would have a chance. Also, golly. The bend in my table is making this so difficult. Alright, that guy's getting close. This guy's going to be running away. Oh, wait. Actually, this elite, instead of charging, he's going to be trying to stop this guy from running away. There we go. Because that seems like a very grunt thing to do, you know? Just run away. Oh, I have a brown-skinned one. Oh, he's got the different mask. Wait, did I use up all of the gray-skinned with that particular mask? Okay, I've got more explodey boys. The explodey boys are the first line of attack. You know, you send the exploding ones in, explode everything on the first line of defense, and then you send in your actual troops. Oh, no. This stupid bend in my table. I need to get a new table. I'm trying to put some... I'm trying to put a grunt here. Another grunt here. Alright. Reached up a fleet of Earth. Transformers, Blockies, 10 characters. What does that mean? My guy, I have no idea what you're saying. All of your messages have zero context. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. So now let's start adding our humans. So I'm actually going to set this half aside. And then I'm going to move this up here. And let's see. I want an officer at the comms panel because maybe he's calling for reinforcements. Alright, there's him. The civilians, I want some civilians here because... I want them to... Okay, this guy needs to be real depressed. I want him to sit, but he's not actually stuck down. I guess. Here. Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. Isn't that like the second or third time you sent that message? But I don't think that they're going to make a classic class Devastator. I'm pretty certain of that. Also, I had the thought that I want to have at least one Flame Marine here. Just absolutely torching. That's never a very good sign when it feels difficult to go in. That might have just been a fluke. I'm always worried about hands breaking. My worst mega fear. Oh, a Jackal Sniper, yes. Where's my Jackal Sniper? Where are my Jackals in general? Wait, where actually are my Jackals? I don't remember where I put my Jackals. Got brutes, I've got humans, I've got elites. Where are my Jackals? Oh wait, hang on. I think they're in a bag. Hold on one moment. I have found my Jackals. Also, I need to grab a sniper rifle because one of these Marines needs to have a sniper rifle. And they do not currently. There we go. When Bloks come out, we need a Spirit Phantom with a displayable Corvette. That would be cool. Thank you for the chats with the massive Dune Awakening. I haven't played that game, but it does look pretty darn cool. But, thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your weekend riding sandworms. The sniper. We have the sniper. There we go. And we'll put him on in a second. Let's finish the humans. Where did I put that flame piece? I had a flame. That's a tiny one. What did I do with the big one? Ah, here it is. See, we've got this. I think this would be really cool to use. But I need... Oh, wait. This might actually be pretty easy. Well, that's a little... It's a little low. Do I have a clear piece that I could use, perhaps? No, that's still too low. Devastator because of the wrecking balls? No, probably not. I think it's more just the size. The size more than anything. At least for a classic class one. But what will I build next? Well, we're just going to wrap this particular build up. And that will probably be it for today's stream. Given that this has been a long stream. Well, I got another little vent piece. I'm just going to stick it over here because... Oh, wait, no, I'm going to stick it over here. Just kind of at an angle, maybe? There we go. Alright, here we go. Flames, thank you for stopping by. Depending on how this ending bit goes, may be done by time you hop back around. So, if we don't see you again, have a great rest of your weekend. I don't know how effective it is to try and toast a explodey grunt. But this guy sure... Why is his foot not sticking? This guy sure is trying. Alright. Cool. This guy's just going to be kind of like peeking around the corner. We definitely will not be using all of the Marines here. I have too many for that. What's this guy? This guy's got a saw. We'll use that. Put Optimus back on the Jetwing. The Jetwing does look great. Alright, so we've got this dude. He's going to be, I think, shooting at this explodey guy that's coming up on this side. Let's see if he can stop him. This guy currently is not holding a weapon, so he will be the designated sniper, except he does not want to hold this particular sniper at all. Can he hold anything? Well, that's just not a very good hand. Perhaps I will need to do something about that. So he won't be our sniper. What about this guy? Can this guy hold it? Yeah, that's better. So he's going to go up here. That's our sniper. This dude's got an SMG. So I think he's going to be climbing up here to get this guy. Take him out. I don't know, I'm extra paranoid about the hands today. Popping up like that. I think I want at least one more civilian
We'll have this bearded dude. He'll also be looking to see if the Marines are winning. Oh, this guy doesn't have... We need at least one Marine that's fallen. So, let me find... Oh, maybe I can have him flopping down the front as well here. Might work a little better for the Marine. Gotta be careful because he can't block the, There we go. I think that'll work. And then... Who else we got? A grenade launcher man. Oh, no, I don't want to use him. Another grenade launcher. Oh, an AR. A classic AR. Wait, maybe I need to switch the sides of this. Because I want this guy to be basically trying to motion the civilians back. Like that. There. He's like, no, no, go back. This dude is gonna be here. I don't know if I'm gonna attach him because that might make it a little difficult. There's that. Oh wait, I forgot. We've got muzzle flares. Where did I put all my muzzle flares? Where are my muzzle flares? Oh no, do I have it in some random box somewhere, don't I? Ah. Muzzle flares would go a long way here. Although, I can only attach it to like one of the weapons so far. So, maybe it's not actually as important as I thought it might be. What if Jazz ripped Megatron in half? I mean, I guess turnabout's fair play. But, is it likely? Probably not. Trying to think. Who else would we need to add here? Maybe just another dude up top? Because why not? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wait, which one's the guy with the weird hand? You can kind of, if hands are just naturally loose, you can kind of coat them in a little bit of glue and fix them that way. All right, so let me position this. This turned out really good, actually. I'm going to be completely honest. I was really not sure about doing this live on stream because I was just like, I don't know. Do I have ideas? Do I have enough parts? Who knows? Oh, here we go. The Jackal Sniper will be back behind the crate. Yeah. He's probably the one that took out the Marine. Let me get this off its stand. And we'll get a close look here. All right, make sure I zoom out. All right, so we've got our UNSC side. We've got our sniper up there looking out over the battlefield. The sniper has a little supply crate just in case he needs more ammo. We've got this dude up here, I guess looking for a target.
We've got the officer down here, perhaps calling for help. And then if we come back around here, we've got this dude right here shooting at this explodey grunt, trying to get up the slope. Oh, whoa, our Flame Marine's feet are not settled. There we go. We've got the Flame Marine there with the fire effect going towards the grunt. Because if this Flame Marine does not succeed, then this whole flank of the defense basically goes down. We've got our heavy gunner, and we've got our guy over here trying to stop this explodey grunt farther down. And then we've got our civilians and the Marine basically telling them to go back. Because, I mean, they're afraid, I'm sure, so they're trying to see what's going on. And then over here, we've got our grunt running away. And then we have the sniper, who probably is responsible for this dead guy right here. And then we've just got our elite just calling the charge. We've got all the grunts coming up. This guy is dead, probably courtesy of the sniper up there. Yeah, I think that turned out actually really nice. For a almost 3-hour build, that's not half bad. Hey, Flames, you got back just in time to see the final result. I think that's not bad. I think that the crevice trench in the middle really makes this more unique, more different. Add Master Chief. Well, the fight would be over if Chief was here. This is a human versus alien. No Spartans to save them in sight. So I would say that turned out pretty good. I don't know about you guys. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think the fact that I can split this in half is going to make this way easier to keep built for a while, which honestly I really do like this. I kind of want to find a way to display it now. I wonder if it can fit on my shelf or not. But yeah, for building a first diorama, since I did that one diorama video a year or two ago, probably almost 3 years ago, I say this is pretty good. I am quite pleased. Quite pleased. Do a silent cartographer. I need a lot, and I mean a lot more parts before I do that. But who knows? Maybe we'll keep doing this, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if this is even going to be, have people being interested in watching it again later. But I definitely need to do a little showcase for this. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 2024? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. All right, well, that's where we'll end it off. I'll go ahead and pray us out. And I'm still just looking at dang, this actually turned out good. I wasn't sure that we were going to actually get anything good out of this stream, but that's way better than I thought it was going to be. Well, Lord, thank you for bringing us all here. Thank you for allowing us to do this. Lord, thank you for Jacob Hoffman and his generosity in providing so many of the things that I used for this diorama. I ask that you just bless everybody who joined, give them all safe and enjoyable weekends, whether they're in the warm parts of the world or in the parts of the world that are kind of losing power off and on thanks to the ice. Just keep them all safe. Yeah, Lord, and also just help us to not take this for granted. This is something that there are a lot of people all across the world that would not even have the slightest idea that something like this was possible, whether it's because of the way their country is, because of the level of poverty that they're in, or there's so many people that don't get this, and we're all very blessed to have the ability to build stuff like this, to watch this sort of live stream. So just thank you for putting us all in these positions. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Well, yeah, you guys will have to let me know if this is something you want to see me do again. My selection of parts is very limited. Hopefully next time I would have everything a little bit more organized so that I can get maybe a little bit even more fancy with the building techniques. But, yeah, if it's something you want to see more of, let me know. And thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for, sticking through the 2 hours and 56 minutes of this build, which, honestly, for the result, I'd say that wasn't actually too long. But thanks for sticking around, for popping in and out. It's always a lot more fun when people join and we get to talk. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Maybe we'll do an Infinite stream next week. We'll see. I don't know what next week is yet. But perhaps we'll do Infinite. Maybe we'll do Helldivers. I don't know. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe we'll be at Cyberstand by then. Who knows? But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you guys next time. The problem with having the camera over here is that I then have to go over here to end the stream.